okay. Tyree. We got the house to ourselves, folks.
It is great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Baylor Bears and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Hey guys, the Baylor head coach told me pregame, he told me they understand every ranked matchup becomes a measuring stick when you're carrying a top 10 ranking. They got off to a strong start last week, 1-0 on the season, but that doesn't matter. He said, we will be good if we execute each and every game. Keeps talking to the players in the locker room about the sky is the limit for this team, but it will take one game at a time, and he thinks this is the team that can do it. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Drops back. It's Lacey. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Fresh center down's going to the air. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between two top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
Just got rid of that one.
That really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Lost to throw again. Finds the big tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, you're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate. I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game, the way they're throwing it right now. I mean, they're just throwing caution to the wind. And, David, we know it. They've got a lot of confidence in their skill players throwing the ball, and right now that's been very apparent early.
Well, and now you knocked me back on my heels a little bit. Now I'm like, oh, crud. Is this their game plan? Is this going to be pass, pass, pass?
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! You talk about an offense finding its rhythm early.
So nice to find the end zone early, get that confidence going. The defense is showing exactly what you'd expect them to do. Offense taking advantage. Great start for the offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass.
So you don't know what the whole ass nigga is.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Here's Joyner to begin the drive. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. The Red Raiders will hustle to the line. It's complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Incomplete, and they got a hand on that right at the line of scrimmage. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, but not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Makes the grab. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down.
Going to take a shot. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Out wide left, it's Gentry. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Red Raiders go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, know when guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Under pressure. And he avoids the sack.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They'll go with Joyner. Enough to move the chains. There's a creep. Touchdown, Red Raiders. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Extra point here will tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he finished things off by racing 37 yards to the end zone. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Looking downfield, it's Lacy. Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Baylor.
And how about that, wasting no time? You go down, you give up 6 with your defense, but you come out aggressive. First play, Palmer, take a shot down the field and go make a big play.
You're seeing both of these offenses now, David, have success trading blows these last 2 drives. If this keeps up, we're going to have a barn burner.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. And the Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. Second down, gonna throw it. Moves to his right. He'll pull it down. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Offense lining up quickly.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Still on his feet at the 45. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Throws for the tight end. Almost picked off.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Look out! Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. On third down, here's Quentin Joyner. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He's changing the play. Got to make the play on 4th. Takes his shot. He's got it and more than enough for a first down. Touchdown, Red Raider. He got loose and it was lights out after that. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of this drive. Fires to the middle. Holds on, it's Collier. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking to throw, it's Lacy. Rushes on. Throwing on the run. Upstairs, he's got it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll run it. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. Let's take a look at the stats and what has been a high-scoring early part of this game. These defenses were reeling in the first quarter. See if they can get their sea legs in the second. Right back to it. And he's brought down after a short gain. The Red Raiders want to crank the tempo. Moves the pocket. It's Hammond. He unleashes a long one. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
They are perfect on 4th down so far in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. And the Red Raiders with the 1st and 10. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
The Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down to the air. A shot toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Man, as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Hammond. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. Inside the 50. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Baylor! The defense putting points on the board. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
And the extra point splits the uprights. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Quentin Joyner. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Rides to the back. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And how about that, guys? Like, make no bones about it. Bring in the big bodies, goal line personnel. Like, we're going to pound you right between the eyeballs. Sometimes people get aggressive on 2nd and short and take shots. This offense said, nah, we want to get the 1st down, and we want to get it now.
There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback changing the play. Handoff to Joyner. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down. The Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been humming. Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. And the Red Raiders come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Got him on the RPO. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They got it at the 25.
The game is still early. We're in the first half, but you need to score a touchdown here to keep this thing close. That's why that last play on third down was so big for this offense. There's plays you just got to have. And I know it's early, but that was one right there the offense needed, and they got it.
Sets his feet. It's Hammond. Oh, pressure's coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
You just need to have more efficiency in the passing game. This guy completed exactly 50% of his throws the last game out. Not good enough. And he's below that number in this game. Still not good enough.
Running behind that left side. Breaks into the open. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Hard running there. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone as he's run out of bounds at the 7. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Hands it off. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Left side, it's Gentry. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. Timeout taken by Baylor. It's second. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk. And, man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the first down marker. Turnover on downs.
Looking for a man. It's Lacey. Stepping to the right. He's going to run it. Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate. They're backed up just a little. First and 10 from their own 19. Fresh set of downs going up top. Looking long. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. A snap, lost a throw to start this drive. Escapes the pressure going right. Hit as he throws. Couldn't set his feet.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football. But the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Making the adjustment. Second down, gonna throw it. Lost one deep down the right side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pick up all the way down to the 12. Drops back on first down. Fires to the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Knocked down at the 5 after making the interception and taking it the other way. They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Back to pass. It's Lacy. Williams open on the right side. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 15, and that gives him some more room to work. The Bears come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
And he gets rid of it.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Snaps it, and he has to have it. On the move at the 30. Oh, a lot of space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Tough run here. It's BAYLOR. They put the brakes on it.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's take a look at the USF Bulls taking on the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Bulls looking to bounce back from a Week 1 loss. They lead it here in the first half. We'll see how things progress. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Conference USA.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
They'll need a bunch on second down. The give, Quentin Joyner running right. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Making the adjustment on the play. Joyner again. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Snapped on 4th down. Still looking to his right. On a little time, lets it go. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot in a sudden change situation. Let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that 4th down.
Makes the grab and room to run. 10. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bears.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped.
Wide open spaces. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Leaves it with the back. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. And the Red Raiders are in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. A false start gives them a little extra work to do here on 2nd and 11. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Throws it deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Makes the catch at the 20. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And this offense hadn't got the ground game going at all, but it hasn't mattered. The passing game has been so good. So you'd like to create balance on offense, but as long as they can keep spinning the pill out wide, this offense has been just fine.
Dumps it off in the flats. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Lacey. Makes the grab. Ripping through the defense. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Man, this has been a fun one to watch, guys. This is quarterback play at a high level. It's fun to watch guys that are executing, that are going through their progressions, making big play after big.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bears. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He rifles one deep to the left. Pulls it in down the sideline. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Changing the routes with his receivers. Here's Joyner. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Buying time to his right. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in 2nd.
He's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Great example of how a 2nd half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And he tacks on the extra point. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, it's BAYLOR. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
They'll leave it with the lone back. He's got enough. He's loose down the left side. At the 30. Inside the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bears! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He's changing the play. To the air. It's Hammond. Finds his big tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Red Raiders in the hurry-up.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo. Can't
find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
If I'm the offensive coordinator right here, man, I'm trying to find some easy gimmies. I'm trying to find a way to make this offense easier right now, because everything seems hard. Like last week too, man, just completion percentage is not great. This offense is just not moving like it should, and they got to find some ways to make this thing easier.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Escapes the pressure to his right. Buys a little time. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Needs it here on fourth down. At the 40, there he goes. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Rolling into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They believe they can run right here. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's BAYLOR. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Going with the ground game left. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could